Well, hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. It's Reselling Polly here, and tonight I just thought I would bring you a sales update, a long overdue sales update of some of the things that I've sold this month, from the beginning of September up until today's date, or as you can see ended on the 19th, which was yesterday. I'm going to start off with this listing purely because um, it, I made a bit of a boo-boo with this one. What happened was, last month I decided to list a few items on auctions just to clear some summer stock as it's coming into the colder months. So I thought I'll put them on an auction and we'll see how they go. Anyway, this particular item didn't sell on auction, so I had it on my unsold pile, or in my file, unsold file, I should say. And I've just clicked list all as a, you can actually go in and put list all as a fixed price. So I'd highlighted them all, listed them all as a fixed price, and this one was in amongst them. So instead of it going on an auction at £4.99 like it had been on, it actually went on a buy now at £4.99. I didn't actually realise until the dress actually sold, and yeah, it's a monsoon silk party dress. Somebody's got a bargain with that. It actually sold more or less the same day that it was listed. So it's just to make you aware that if you actually do put items on auction, just trialing them out, and then you decide to put them back on a buy now, just make sure that you don't just highlight everything in your unsold and relist. If you've got a few auctions that are in the, just have a look through and make sure you're happy with the price before you actually relist, because this could possibly happen to you. So it's just really to save you. I mean, I've not lost anything on it. I think it only owes me a couple of pounds anyway, but you know, I could have got more for this dress. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that it actually went for £4.99, but that's just the way it goes. So anyway, moving on. Next item I'm going to show you is this. I've had this for most of this year. I actually paid £15 for this in a charity shop, and it looked like it had only been worn once. Absolutely beautiful. I thought it would have sold quicker than it did. Whether my pictures aren't up to much, or whether, I don't know, it was just the price. I did have it on for higher than this. I think I had it on for £59.99 and I dropped it by £10 because it hadn't sold. But it's an absolutely stunning dress. I've not heard back from the lady yet, but I'm hoping she's going to be happy with it. Yeah, Jack's Vert. Well, that's how I pronounce it anyway. It didn't actually sell for £49.99. It actually sold for £40. She put an offer in, and I had had it for a while, and I paid £15, so I was quite happy to take £40 for it, just to move it on and recoup some money. So yeah, happy with that one. This was sort of just a trial and error really. This was in my charity shop where I work, near where I work. They have a big outlet charity shop, and they get loads of stuff in, absolutely loads. And this was just amongst the toys. I paid £1.50 for it, and it's vintage Savucho. It wasn't complete. It did have some stuff missing, as you can see. Some of the players are missing from there, but I photographed it all. And I think this is the scoreboard, and the stand for the scoreboard was missing. Where's the other one? Add the instructions with it, and the goals with it as well. The box was absolutely battered. But I put all this in the listing. I didn't really know where to price this because stuff like this really isn't my area, and prices on eBay were a little bit all over the place. there was loads. So I thought I'm going to list it high and see what we get. Anyway, I listed it at $39.99 and got an offer. I think it was the same day for $24.99. I possibly could have held out for a bit more, but it was a big bulky item in the house. I paid £1.50 for it, so I just moved it on. £24, I'm happy with that. And that's gone off to a new home. So yeah, that was a good sale. This was I posted on I think it was the Tat Chat, Nick and Zahia's page and Rebecca and Andrea's page. I picked this up from a car boot sale in a leisure centre. The one that I usually go to on Sunday has finished now because the ground's just too wet. But they had one on Saturday in this sports hall, so I decided to go along. Yeah, I picked this up for £2, and I think it was in my haul video, my last haul video as well. And I think in the haul video I was saying I'd get about £10 for it. After doing a little bit more research, apparently some of these coats are quite sought after. The patterns on them, I believe. It's not something I've ever come across before, but I thought I'll list it high and we'll see. So $22.99 I put it on for, and it sold within an hour. For the I don't think I put it on a best offer. So yeah, it just sold for $22.99. So if you ever come across little girls' coats with like nice bright patterns like this, they're worth picking up. Like I say, three. I think she wanted four, and I paid. No, she wanted three, and I paid two because the other outfit that I got was four. Yeah, so I paid £2 for this, so I'm well happy with that. Another thing that's out of my comfort zone, but it was new in box. It was a Nerf target, and I know that Nerf is quite big for a lot of resellers. I see a lot of people selling Nerf and getting good money for it, especially the older guns. But I thought this is new in box. I paid £2 for this on a car boot sale early in the season, and it's just been sat at home on my pile of shame, and just keep looking at it and keep looking at it and keep looking at it. And anyway, listed it last week sometime, and that sold more or less straight away within a day or so for £20. So that was a good return on that. I mentioned this in my last haul video. This was a piece of fabric that I bought from a charity shop, paid £1 for, and it's vintage Beatrix Potter. It was absolutely lovely piece of fabric. It's got all nursery rhymes on it. I don't know if you can possibly see there. Yeah, it's got all like little rhymes on it here, and loads of beautiful, very nice for crafting with. Which if you ever list fabric like this, even curtains and stuff, if it's vintage stuff, always put fabric or crafting in your title, because people that are looking for vintage material will pick this up as well. So yeah, £1 paid. I didn't get £29.99 for it, as it says there. I took an offer of £20, but it has been listed for about 4 or 5 months. But I wasn't going to let it go for any less than that, but I was quite happy with £20 for that. Apologies for that little pop-up. It's just letting me know that an offer's expired. Next are these Solomon Contour Grip Gore-Tex ladies hiking shoes. They're listed as, I've listed them as shoes, but when I looked it up, most of them are listed as boots now. I won't class these as boots, but yeah, these were a charity shop pick-up from the same shop near where I work. I've got a little bit of footage actually. I might pop it in at the end of this if I can work out how to do it. And the shoes that they sell in there is unbelievable. When you see the video that I took, it was only a couple of minutes long, if that. But yeah, absolutely loads of shoes. I've had loads of good shoes from this place, but these were like, they were new. They didn't even look like they'd been worn. So I listed them as worn once, and paid £2 for those and got 24.99, and that they sold within a week or two. This was a pickup that I got with my mum um, from a charity shop again. It was a charity shop where all clothing is £1.99. It's a long, tall seller. If you ever see this, pick it up. It's very sought after and very saleable. This sold, I think I listed it in the evening and it sold in the morning, so within 24 hours. And it's a military style denim, black denim jacket with these button details on. Very nice jacket. Actually my size, but I've got too many clothes. Yeah. So that's the badge that you want to be looking out for. And yeah, 22.99 from a £2 pickup. So that was nice. This I've had for quite a while. It's a lovely, gorgeous double candle wicks bedspread, white, and I love these old vintage blankets and that. I haven't got any that I keep for myself, but I do love them. I remember having one of these when I was little, or my nan having one of these when I was little, and yeah, it just reminds me of. Takes me back to when I was a little girl. So anyway, this was in really, really good condition. I think I paid £3.99 for this in a charity shop. I've had it probably about 4 or 5 months, but I was quite happy just to hang on to that because it was really, really nice. It was a really nice piece, and yeah. Anyway, that sold for the full asking price, £24.99. So happy with that. The next one is this, Marks and Spencer's autograph jacket. It's a grey long line jacket. I picked this up from one of my pound charity shops. Lovely jacket, fully lined, evening jacket, I suppose you could call it. You could wear it over the top of a dress. Or, yeah, show you some of the pictures. Pictures don't actually do it justice, to be honest with you. I really need to get a better lighting set up. Um, I am on the lookout for a lighting setup, but I really don't know what I'm looking for. So I'm going to take my time and do a bit of research on what's the best thing to get. So, but yeah, £24.99 for that one. Like I say, I paid £1 for that. This I showed a haul video with these back in the beginning of summer. I picked this one up and I picked another game up from a charity shop. Paid £2 each for them. I didn't really know anything about them. I just took a punt on it. I thought they're unusual, never seen them before. They were in good condition. They were old. I think I don't know if there's a date on that one. There's not. But yeah, I paid £2 each. I think the first one I had went for 49.99, and this one has gone for 29.99. It still had like you could see there all the stickers, so it didn't really look like it had been used, to be honest. But I've never heard of this game before, never seen one since. But 29.99 from a £2 sale. So that was very nice. I absolutely love this. I remember this from when I was a little girl, and I pick anything that's vintage Holly Hobbit. I always pick up. I never leave it behind. And this was new. It's a kitchen set, which is you've got a little board, like a little chopping board, and teapot cover, is it? What you call them? I can't think. Tea cozy, that's it. Tea cozy, and a set of oven gloves. Um, yeah, vintage Holly Hobbit. Absolutely adore this. I've sold like curtains and bedding and fabric in this all the time. I've got quite a few things listed Holly Hobby at the moment, but I've got them priced quite high, and I think I might have to drop the prices on them a bit. But I always tend to price stuff that I really like quite high and just sit and wait it out. So, but I took an offer on this of £20. So I paid £2 for it, or £2.99 maximum. So yeah, this I've had kicking around for the best part of the full year that I've been reselling. I really thought that this would quite fly out quite quickly. I had it listed for, I think I had it listed at about 19.99, or maybe a little bit higher. And I got loads of watches on it and nothing. I relisted, got loads of watches again, relisted, and it just didn't seem to go. And it's like a little rucksack type for taking on the plane with you. And Antler's a good make. It's quite a good make of luggage. So yeah, well, I was glad to see that go. I only paid £1.70 for it, to be honest, from one of my local charity shops. But it was just hanging around for ages, so I was glad. Dropped it to 16.99, and it's eventually sold. So glad to see the back of that. These were just a pair of shoes from the same shop near work. £2. All the shoes are £2 in there, regardless of brand or make or boots, shoes. They're all £2. So these were some Clark's wedges. I don't think there were any particular brand. I think they might have been soft. I don't know whether they were. I think they were soft something or other. But yeah, they were size 8, which was a good size. I think I've shown these in a haul video actually. Yeah, £2 paid and 22.99 full asking price for those. And the last item I've got is this man's manta ray t-shirt. No, not t-shirt, shirt. 3XL. I bought 4 all at the same time, and they've all sold. They're all manta ray shirts. If you see them, I don't sell a lot of shirts because I tend to think that they hang around too long for me, and I don't like them. And I'm not up on all the brands and everything like that, but manta ray always sells. I bought 4 shirts. I paid £1.99 each for them, and I listed them all at £12.99. And this is the last one to go. And I've only had them probably 2 months, maybe 3. This might be the 3rd cycle, if that. And yeah, so I'm quite happy with £12.99 for each of those shirts from a £1.99 investment. So yeah, so that was all of the sales that I have done this September so far. Hope you guys are having good sales as well, and I shall catch you in a haul video shortly. So thank you very much for watching. I may drop in the video at the end, so you can just have a look at the local charity shop to my works. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. See you again, guys. Bye.